West
Keisha.
Virginia. Hey, all right, Keisha. Yes, yes. Who else we got out there?
Laura Clark, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay, Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, we give it one more minute, you guys. Please reach out to your guests. You know how Marty rolls. Marty's gonna give them the business tonight, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, Lorenzo, Dennis, and Sheila Patrick, North Carolina.
North Carolina's in the house. All right. Now, where the rest of North Carolina? I ain't heard of North Carolina. Come on now. Got some more down there. Okay, who else we got out there? Is that
Jeannie from Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida? How are you, Gene? All right.
Jeannie, fine. How are
Good.
you?
Real good. Real good. Hey, Lewis. Is that Lewis from Charlottesville down there?
I'm here from Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. Okay, okay. Yeah. We got a Lewis on our team from Charlottesville. Okay, all right. Tucson, Arizona's in the house. Arizona, Texas, North Carolina, New York. Are we getting it in, you guys? Moneymaker, Maryland. I hope everybody's ready for the regional. I hope to see many of you all here at the regional this week. Okay. Bring your smiles and that energy that you all have. Who else do we have out there? All right, you guys, let's bring it on in. We're going to bring it on in and get started. Hey, listen, my name is Lorenzo Latson. I'm new to this, but guess what, you guys? I might be new to this, but guess what? I'm also true to this. I love this company. I love what we do here. I love the impact that we're having on families' lives at this particular time. And it gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce a young man that was my mentor. I got introduced to this guy March 13th of 2025. That'll be some dates you're just going to remember. That's one date I definitely will remember because it was the day that my life changed for the better. I tell you, I've been an entrepreneur now for about 20 years, and I've been looking for something like this for 20 years, you guys. And I haven't had a job since 2007. And so I've done very well in the travel space. I dabbled in insurance and banking also. But let me just tell you this. What I love about this is a service and a product for the times. I'm going to let this gentleman I'm going to introduce you go into more detail with that. He is an entrepreneur himself. Okay. His beautiful wife, you guys, I'll let him talk about his family, but beautiful wife, a champion boxer. So be careful, okay? Be careful, you ladies out there, because he's a champion boxer. They like winning, okay? And in addition to that, he is a builder. This guy knows the business. And if you show up, you definitely will grow up with this guy. He has two speeds. That's fast and faster. And he loves helping people. He likes making money. He's a $500,000 ring earner. He's in the $1 million club. And you know what? It gives me great honor to introduce to some and present to others, not only a business partner, but I call him friend now, Mr. Marty Wynn. Where you at, Mr. Marty Wynn?
Hey, sir. Can you hear me okay?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I can't complain, man. I'm still sitting out my last minute text message to a couple of friends and family for them to jump on. So thank you so much, man, for that awesome introduction. Thank you also for your leadership. Yes, you are true to this because you do this, right, when it comes to being able to build a business and being able to build a team. And so congratulations to you and all that you do and hit the top position, right? Mr. Lorenzo, he said a lot about himself, but to get into this company, guys, since March 13th. Yes, experiences in other companies, but to get in our company is very rare to be able to hit the position that he's hit. So congratulations to you, sir, and your team. We appreciate you. So let me just share with you all a quick background about me. I'm going to share screen with you all, and then we're going to get right into this because obviously one of my partners have invited you, and hopefully you all will see exactly what myself and Mr. Latson saw, so many of our leaders here saw. And if it's anything like where we sit today, where we know, listen, guys, 2019, I got started doing COVID. Now, here today, people have now been laid off, right? People have been furloughed. People have been kicked out of their jobs. People have shut down as far as the government. People have shut the government down. Y'all know what people I'm talking about. They have shut the government down, right? So be open-minded, right? Because number one, guys, listen, the closed mind don't get fed. One of the things I will share with you guys even before I get started, I've been an entrepreneur now for 25 years. So I've seen a lot, right? I've seen a lot. I didn't always make money. I've lost money, right? But I've learned the power of traveling through adversity. Mr. Latson, can you control that as far as the mute on your end? You good to go? Okay, cool. Yeah, if you guys can mute yourselves out, we appreciate you. And hopefully you guys will mute yourself out so you can get the information. Listen, let me just touch on that because sometimes we just can't get involved. We just can't get here sometimes because we just don't listen. If I can be honest with you all, right? So let's get through this for the next 25 minutes. Okay. So entrepreneur for now for 25 years. Have a background in sports and entertainment. I went to school here in the DC area. I was born and raised here in Washington, DC and Maryland area. Became the promoter and manager for Layla Ali as well as Mike Tyson. Done some great things with Mr. Mike Tyson. My wife that you see in my top left is a 5-time world championship professional boxer. She went to the Hall of Fame in 2021. So we're very proud of those accomplishments. So much so that they enter us into the Black Enterprise magazine back in 2003. It's one of the fastest growing minority companies right here in the DMV when it comes to sports and entertainment. We have 5 amazing young adults. I have a daughter that's at Howard University. I have one in Maryland University. I have a son that's in dentistry. I have one that's in dance. So listen, all those things, it just means expensive, right? And so I was looking for something, guys, because although my wife and I have built an unbelievable portfolio when it comes to real estate, we were looking for something different. Not necessarily because we wanted to. We know the power of having multiple streams of revenue, but we also know the power of leadership. We also know the power of coaching because, listen, I didn't get involved in the boxing because I was good. I worked for a gentleman by the name of Don King. I didn't own all the real estate because I'm good. I was mentored by a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I didn't get into this company and make over $1 million because I was good, right? I got mentored by a gentleman by the name of Darnell and Tracy Self, right? And what's my point in sharing with you guys this? I know for sure if you have mentorship, then the environment has opened up for you to be able to participate. Listen, guys, I was just excited about that because most wealthy people don't want to teach you how to become wealthy. They don't give you the principles, right? They don't dot the I's and cross the T's. I was told to go to school, graduate, get a degree, a diploma, then go to college and get a degree and get a good job and retire in 30 or 40 years. No one ever told me that I didn't have to show up to a place to no longer earn my money, right? And in 2019, although we were doing great in the industry of entrepreneurship, COVID happened. Not just for me, but for everybody. We all got affected by COVID. But this company, I'm gonna share with you guys, when things were shut down, we were still rocking. I did 300,000 my first year. I don't share that to be pompous or arrogant. I'm just sharing with you guys. I didn't know what I was doing. I just showed up. I was excited because Mr. Darnell Self was doing over $1 million a year. He said, I'm gonna show you what to do. I said, I'm in. Listen, I know. Listen, I can't go to jail. My overhead is low and my return is high. I'm in, right? Because in our success that I'm gonna share with you all today, our success only come by way of us being able to succeed. So we have to help enough people get what they want. So by default, we get what we want, right? We get our time back. And so over 100 people on our team, guys, are now earning 6 figures. We have people on our team like Mr. Lorenzo Latson's been in since March, over 60,000. Hans Boutique Homes, we're about to celebrate him at 100,000. Mr. Jerome Crutch, who actually retires in November of this year, started November last year, is over 150 grand. Troy Hopkins over 275,000. Michael Chachester, Carmelita Chachester, 200 grand. My barber, 130,000. Listen, I'm just sharing these numbers with you because anybody can do what we do if you understand the power of mentorship and coaching. Okay, so we got different walks of team, different walks of life on our team, guys. Whether it's from Canada, from Hawaii, here in all 50 states, they're all on our team. Is my point. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the company. I'm gonna run through this really quick, guys. Listen, I talk fast, so you're gonna have to listen fast tonight because I'm from DC. Somebody told me the other day, you talk too fast and you listen slow. So you gotta speed up your listening tonight, okay? So listen, there's 3 types of income. We know that, right? But I don't care about the 3 types of income. The reality is, guys, you have to be able to be in a company that can be sustainable, number 1. Number 2, that gives you opportunity to be able to even make the income. And so there's 3 things I always speak about that a good business should have in place. Number 1, an opportunity, a system in the community. And opportunity is only an opportunity if you can participate. I don't care about your background. I don't care how much you have, how little you have. It doesn't matter to me, right? We have a robust compensation plan. We're a $2.7 billion company. We've been here for 53 years. So we're not asking people whether this works. We're asking you, do you want to participate in a system that we know that's already working because we're not operating off of ideas or theory, right? I know a lot of friends and family that's coming to me today and they're saying, hey, man, I'm going to get with you with this company that you told me about 6 months ago because I've now been, I'm laid off at this point. And I'm okay with that. You can still look at the presentation, get involved. But the reality, guys, we're system driven. We're not people driven. We've been around for 53 years. Follow the system. You have success, right? Number 3, community impact. This is important, guys, because listen, I believe that we all, not just me, all of us, we are all the proximity of the people that we hang around. You show me 5 of your friends, I'll show you your future. It's real simple. You hang around 5 broke people. I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about broke-minded people. That's normally aligned with their bank account anyway. But you hang around broke-minded people, you'll be number 6. You hang around 6 wealthy mindset people, you'll be number 6. There's a reason why people can hit the lottery and then still go broke. It's simply because they have a broken mindset. They haven't been taught about how to take their money and make their money work for them. So we have a community of leaders and mentors and big thinkers and people that think beyond where they are. So ourselves today, right, can do what we do, but we can work today for our future selves. Because God willing, you have another 50 years of your life to live. Right? You got to put yourself in position today. You got to make the sacrifice today. Okay. So our company, which I love, we've been around for 72 years, since 1972. But that's a true story. We will be around for 72 years, 100 years. We've been around for some time. Right? This is our building in Ada, Oklahoma. This is what I love about what we do. I've been in the industry, guys, since 2008. So my last company, they went out of business. The company thereafter went out of business. Right? This business has stand the test of time. I love the fact that you could put a fork in us, right? We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here for another 50 years. So since 1972, our company was established by a gentleman by the name of Harlan Stonecipher, right? Mr. Harlan C. Stonecipher. He had a car accident back in 1969. Watch this. 1969, the man had a car accident, head-on collision. He did not cause the accident. His car actually flipped over. The person that caused the accident got a ticket. However, although they got the ticket, they still sued in result of an accident that he did not cause. Because in the United States of America, anybody can sue you without merit. You still must defend it. If I sue you all right now, you still got to defend it, which means it's going to cost you money, right? So he established his company from a vision, right? Through adversity. And today, because of that, guys, we protect 4.5 million families in the United States, in Canada. So we're international. We provide equal access. We level the legal playing field. And like any other good business, we have a mantra, we have a vision, right? Our vision is to provide equal access for us to be able to participate. Most people I know within my environment, they can't afford a lawyer at $500, $600, $700 an hour. They can't afford $2,500 retainers, $5,000 retainers. They can't afford it. But our company, we provide equal access to the liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that we deserve. Here's the problem. And I understand the problem because I didn't grow up with the silver spoon in my mouth, right? The problem is when we grow up, we never think about ever needing an attorney because we feel like we didn't do anything bad. But bad things happen to good people all the time. So I love the fact here, for a little bit more than $1 a day, you have access to attorneys. So we're going to talk about that. But because the world is forever changing, there is something called disruptive innovation. Now, whether we like it or not, you're going to have to move with the cheese, whether you like it or not, guys. It made things simple, easy, and more affordable. The microwave made things simple, easy, right? It's what Uber has done to the taxi cab industry. It's what Netflix has done to the movie industry. It's what Amazon has done to the shopping industry. It's what Airbnb has done to the accommodation industry. Think about how we listen to music today. Back in the day, we went to Blockbusters. I'm probably aging myself right now. But we went to Blockbuster. We had a rewind fee, right? But today we have Spotify, Apple Music, Shazam. My parents told me, don't you ever get into a car with a stranger. I jump in the backseat of Uber comfortably and have conversations, right? We've done the same thing in the justice system. So the same way you download the Amazon app, you download our legal app. When you tap the app, guys, you get access to law firms. Watch this. You get access to law firms in all 50 states. There's no such thing as a law firm if you don't have attorneys. So our attorneys are within this law firm. Our attorneys have an average of 22 years of experience. They operate in specific areas of law. Just like doctors, right? Doctors operate in specific areas of medicine. So when I meet people, they say, my mom, my dad, my cousin, my uncle, my spouse is an attorney. I say, congratulations. But do they operate in every area of law? Are they licensed in all 50 states? And they always say, absolutely not. Do they cost a little bit more than $1 a day? And this is where I lose people. Because people say, what type of attorney am I getting for $37.95 a month? Marty, I know you guys have a premium plan. By the way, guys, the premium plan is $49.95 a month. That's the plan I have because it gives you access to get a revocable trust to bypass probate. To get our revocable trust paperwork done, it costs my wife and I $250 one-time fee. Tonight, we're going to talk about the preferred legal plan, why this makes sense for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's not about whether you need an attorney. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need car insurance unless you get into a car accident. You don't need home insurance unless something happens to your home. You don't need life insurance unless something happens to your life, or unless you're cash flowing, right? This is all I'm sharing with you guys is that most of us don't have access to attorneys. The thing I love about our preferred plan, it don't just cover you. It covers you and your spouse. It covers you, your spouse, all of your kids, up to 10 kids, up to the age of 26 years old. I'm talking about for $37.95 a month. I'm telling you guys tonight, we need to be more responsible. I'm not saying all of us aren't, but some of us, we have to understand, we have to have some things in place, right? You got to have car insurance in place because you have a car. You need life insurance in place. You need health insurance in place because you get sick. You need life insurance in place. But do you have coverage if all those 4 pillars of life don't pay you when you state a claim? Do you have an attorney to operate in those areas of law? And so I listen to people talk to me all the time about consultation. They ask me for legal advice. I can't give you legal advice. I'm not an attorney. But you can tap your app and call our law firm. Our law firm will call you back in 8 hours. Or you can schedule a phone call. You can have as much consultation as you choose to and never get a bill. Letters and phone calls are being made on your behalf from a law firm, from a credible law firm, from a accredited attorney. And I love this, guys, because sometimes we go through this thing called life and people owe you things, right? Or maybe you signed a contract with someone. I learned years ago in entrepreneurship, when a person tells you something, they normally catch amnesia when it doesn't benefit them. I love the fact here that my attorney can write a letter and make a phone call on my behalf versus me having a conversation that can turn into something it should not turn into. I love the fact that if somebody owed me $1,000, normally I would never hire an attorney at $500 an hour to go chase that $1,000 issue, but at $37.95 a month, boom, it's over. They're going to get an attorney involved, right? And we're going to have a letter written on behalf of us, right? Document review. You guys have purchased lease, houses, cars, venues, and you have these documents. I call it a 4-wall deal in boxing. 4 corners of a contract, 4 corners of a piece of paper, right? And I love this because a lot of times we go through this thing in entrepreneurship and we feel that what we're signing is in the benefit of us, and then we pray. There's nothing wrong with prayer. But the reality is, do you know what you just read? Most of us don't. Some of us purchase cars. We know we didn't read that document. We even purchased a home and put 30-year fixed mortgages in front of our face, and we didn't read the document. And we have attorneys that operate in the specific areas of law. They will read up to 25 pages. Some of you guys have been wrongfully terminated. You didn't think about calling an attorney. You worried about your next check. Were you wrongfully fired? Were you wrongfully let go? Were you wrongfully furloughed? You don't know because you don't have an attorney who operates under that specific area of law because we can't afford them. We can now. Residential loan document review, tenant lease advice, landlord lease advice. When my daughter's pipes burst in her house, the first thing she did was call her father. I told my daughter, listen, babe, I want to help you, but I'm not a plumber. I can't fix pipes. But what you can do is tap an app and call an attorney. When you call your law firm, the attorney will call you back. When you upload the lease, they will review the lease. When they review the lease, they will write a letter on your behalf to the landlord. Everything the landlord said she wasn't going to fix, she fixed. Because it came from a credible source. In Maryland DMV, we use Freeman, Fromme, and Thrust. In Texas, for an example, we use Ross and Matthews. These are huge law firms. Some of you guys are leasing property. You having issues with your landlord. Some of you guys are landlords having issues with your tenant. Don't take it up with them. Take it up with your attorney. We have will preparation. 9 out of 10 minorities don't have a will. 7 out of 10 people don't have a will. We all have something in common. It's called death. You have a birthday and you have a death day, but you only know one of them. What are you working for? Like, listen, I'm just having a conversation with you guys. It's not even a presentation anymore at this point, right? I'm just having a conversation with you. Like, what happens to your family? What happens to your assets if something happened to you? God forbid, anytime soon. Do you have your last love letter in place? I know it's expensive. That's why we give it to you for free. We give it to you and your spouse for free. We update it every single year for you for free. On top of a dual power of attorney, physician, directive, living will. When my Uncle Andrew got sick during COVID, he was incapacitated. My Aunt Jackie didn't fight with my cousin Kelly and Keith. You know why? It was in his living will. Like, this is something we have to do, and the company gives it to us for free. So it's a powerful piece, guys, because a lot of us are trying to figure this thing out, and we don't have to try to figure it out. It's laid out in front of you, okay? Traffic ticket assistance. I've gotten tickets. Listen, I think that I can get a ticket every week. Red light camera, moving violation, there are cameras everywhere in DC now, right? But I love the fact when I did get a ticket, when it mattered most to me, I got a ticket in Virginia. and I was going over 80 miles an hour. I didn't know in Virginia it was called reckless driving when you hit 80 or better. They gave me 11 points. I was able to take that ticket, upload it through my app on my smart device, my phone, and went to my law firm, Freeman, Fromme, and Thrust. They called me back in 8 hours. We had a conversation. They referred me to the law firm in Virginia because that's where the incident happened. Guys, they gave me an attorney who operates under the traffic law. I asked him to go to court with me. Or he said, I can just tell you what this is. So no, I need you to go to court with me. I spent $79 for this attorney to go to court with me. And he got my case called first. And he asked the police officer one question. When was the last time you had your speed gun recalibrated? He couldn't answer the question, so they threw it out of court because it's against the law not to have your speed gun recalibrated in the state of Virginia. Guys, I would have never known to ask that. I didn't know in New York you couldn't make a right turn because in DC you can. The laws are different depending on where you are. So you don't have to be the law because now you have access to it. Okay, we have civil trial defense. We give you 100 hours every year accumulative. Right, that's a big deal. We have IRS audit assistance. I tell people the IRS is not your cousin. It's not your uncle. His name is not Sam. Okay, when you make money, they come after you. That's what they do. Listen, it's the federal government. It's amazing, guys. This is amazing to me because back in the day when my parents retired, they had pension plans. They don't have them anymore. They have 401k plans, which is an IRS code, which is the tax deferment. And if the market bad, so is your 401k plan. You can be a good steward of your money. You can pay off your house. You can't pay off your taxes. So what do you have in place if the IRS steps on you? Just think about what I'm sharing with you. You can pay your house off and not pay your taxes, and they can steal in your house. So we have audit representation. Consultation when it comes to your personal taxes. October 15th, by the way, was the last day to get your taxes done. That was going to be a penalty if y'all ain't get that done. Uncontested minor adoption. Prenup and post. I love what I do, guys, because listen, I'm speaking about attorneys, but I'm speaking about business. I hope you guys picking up what I'm putting down, right? Minor adoption, name change, prenup and post-nup, civil and normal. All these things come on the $37.95 plan. You have access to attorneys 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pulled up a question, arrested or detained, it doesn't matter. You have access. I'm not saying go break the law because you have an attorney. I'm just saying sometimes people don't even break the law and they need attorneys, right? You have bad police officers. You have good police officers. I tell my children all the time, be polite. You get pulled over, don't use the YouTube video because they got away with it on YouTube. Give them your registration because that's what me and your mom paid for when it comes to insurance. Give them your license and let them know if there's an emergency for you, you have an emergency legal access button on your phone. Get this, guys. You can press a button on your phone and get access to an attorney 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have access to attorneys 24 hours, 7 days a week, even on a holiday. Most people don't understand what we have until they need it. It's called reactive, not being proactive. We have a 25% discount on anything that's pre-existing. I just got off the phone with a brother a little while ago. He said, listen, I had some issues at my property. I pay $400 an hour for my attorney. I really need this. Now, he got off the phone. He didn't even get the service. I don't know why. But my point is, to you all, be proactive. And all of you guys on here that got a vehicle, you're proactive because you had car insurance just in case you get into a car accident or somebody steals your car. But if the car insurance company don't pay you, you don't need an attorney who operates under the insurance law. Okay, so we give you a 25% discount, guys, on anything pre-existing, anything criminal is a 25% discount. Bankruptcy is also a 25% discount. Okay, so how do we do this? And this is a really good question for anyone to ask any of my partners that invited you. How do you guys have law firms and attorneys in all 50 states with all these AV-rated attorneys at 22 years of experience? How do you do it for so little? It's called group buying power. It's called a shared economy. It's not your dollar. It's not my dollar. It's 4.5 million people participating in this project. That's why I love what we do, ladies and gentlemen, right? We protect over 4.5 million families. 4.5 million families say this makes sense. 4.5 million families say I may need them one day. I hope never to need it. Like, don't y'all listen? I'm just trying to stretch y'all mind a little bit. We have car insurance and we pay it every single month, hoping that we never get into a car accident. We hope no one ever takes our car. But if it happens, I promise you that your car insurance is not going to pay you the worth of the car. But you will need an attorney who can operate on behalf of you. How many guys got in a car accident before? Watch this. Have gotten in a car accident before? Call your attorney. Have to go to therapy. After you sue, the attorney turns around and takes a third of what you get. Our attorneys don't take a third. We don't take a third. Ladies and gentlemen, all I'm sharing with you is 4.5 million people participating. If you say no tonight, that means you're smarter than 4.5 million people, right? That's all that means. So we have a $37.95 plan, a $49.95 plan. We average that out around $40 per family. $40 times 4.5 million families, $180 million a month coming to our company every single month residually. And we turn around every single month and give our attorneys 6 to 7 figures a month, every month. And this is what I love about what we do. Because it's not your dollar. Again, it's not my dollar. It's 4.5 million people paying a little bit more than $1 a day. That's why we're able to do what we do. We take the other third and we give it to our company. Our company can scale. We could grow from the $2.7 billion company that we are to the $5 and $10 billion company that we will become. And then the other third goes to my partners and myself for sharing information. Now, this is the part I love. When people come to me all the time and say, I'm not good at sales. Yes, you are. Because y'all tell people about a movie. You tell people about a great restaurant. You tell them about the new Jordan that come out. But you never called it a sale because they never gave you a commission for your referral. Guys, anything goes in your pocket is an asset. Anything you take out your pocket is a liability. So in the world you live in, the world I live in, we're either selling or we're consuming. And in this business, guys, I don't even sell. I just share. That's all I do. That's all I do, ladies and gentlemen. Put yourselves on mute, guys. Appreciate you. Okay. ID Shield, we're going to run through this in 90 seconds, guys. Listen, we just want to protect your identity. It's bigger than just your credit score. It's the dark web. It's the social media. It's the credit score. It's the checking account. It's everything that you see on my screen. We're going to monitor and we're going to alert you on anything that you feel that's an asset to you. I pay $34.95. It protects my whole family. $19.95 if you are individual. Your checking accounts, your TSPs, your 401ks, the deed of your home, your public record, right? Again, I'm just asking you. Put a four in the chat, guys, if you feel that you are an asset. Put a 4 in the chat. Everybody in here should be putting a 4 in the chat unless you ain't paying no attention to what I'm saying, right? Put a 4 in the chat if you are an asset, because everything you own, you did it, good or bad. Everything your car, you did that. Your home, you did that. The money in your account or the lack of, you did that. The value of your evaluation of your company, of your business, of yourself, you did. You're an asset, so protect yourself. Because if somebody steals your name, that's called you being compromised. And there's nothing fun about that. So we have licensed private investigators, guys. They do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. We restore you back to pre-theft status. We'll give you trim micro maximum security. We'll give you a VPN to turn our public hotspots into secure Wi-Fi's. You have reputation management and reputation management scores. You have sex offender monitoring. That's a big deal. Because some of you guys are living in, listen, can I be honest? Some of us are living in neighborhoods and we speaking to people and you don't even know their background. You're just trying to be a good neighbor. And I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Be a good neighbor. But know who you're speaking to. When my buddy Leroy got his daughter Airbnb on her 18th birthday, he was renting that Airbnb from a sex offender. He didn't know that until he put it into the sex offender app, which comes with ID Shield. Within the 5-mile radius, all sex offenders will pop up. Guys, all I'm saying is this: if you know better, you do better. Listen, I was talking to a gentleman today. He said, "Man, I gotta go to a party." Last week, you told me you didn't have $1,000. I don't know about y'all. I don't party when I'm broke. I don't party when I'm broke, guys. I'm just being 100% with you. And this is a good friend of mine, but he broke mentally, socially, economically, financially, and relationally. And the only way that you scale in this world, in the business, is get around a community of people that can have an impact on your life. We have a $3 million fraud protection plan on top of that, guys. And this is some portfolio services that we have in small business plans, employment group supplement. We offer this to employers for the employees. CDOP plans for CDO drivers. We talked about your legal plan. We have trial supplements. We have business plan with gun owner supplements. So if you license to carry a gun, we have attorneys to operate under the gun law. By the way, you're held at the highest standard of law. You should know the law. And if you don't know the law, you should be able to tap an app and call an attorney who does. Okay, so let's go ahead and pivot, guys. Listen, I know my partners told you there was some income to make here. And yes, it's a lot of income to be made here. I don't preach to get rich quick. Okay, I believe in any business, you're going to get out what you put in. That's a fact. I'm one of those guys that move fast, right? I know that success loves speed, and I don't wait on people. I know the value of my time, right? I made $500,000 in this company this year. And I don't say that to be arrogant or pompous, guy. I'm just telling you what I did. I just helped a lot of people earn income. That's all I did. I'm consistent. Like all of us on here are consistent because we get up every day and go to work. Even when we don't like our job. Even when we don't like our boss. We get up at 7 o'clock to get ready for a job at 9 o'clock, which means you already put in 2 hours and ain't been paid. Monday through Friday, that's 10 hours. Do that per month. That's 40 hours you ain't been paid. That's a problem. Right? So I'm not knocking your job and saying let's do something in addition to. It's not your job or legal shield. It's your job in this. Let's get rid of the part-time job if that's what you have, okay? Now, listen, there's 4 ways to get paid. We know there's linear income trading hours for dollars, guys. We know there's leverage income. We know that, right? It's like real estate brokers who have real estate agents, and every time an agent sells a property, you make a percentage with them, not off of them. And then you have residual income. I think that's all what we're all working for, passive, residual, cash flow, right? So I built a team. We're going to talk about this tonight, guys, because I learned that 5 people doing what I do can outwork me doing it by myself. It's just smart business. I don't have to be where my money is. Watch this, guys. Our company pays you based on the services that I spoke about. And that could be any service, right? That could be our legal plan. That could be our gun supplement. That could be our business plan, right? That could be our CDO people. Any service that Legal Shield offers, we'll pay you from it the next day. We get paid every day, the next day, the following day, right? So 4 different ways. This work. I'm gonna break this down to you guys. I'm gonna show you how to make your first $1,000. You can do it in 5 days. You can do it in 45 days, okay? I'm gonna show you how to do this, okay? Watch this. See where it says your level? We start at the associate level. That's where I started. That's where Mr. Lasson started. So all of us started, associate level. All the way to the executive director level, we go as high as what we call a diamond in the company. Okay, we just following the system. Personal income is the amount of money you earn according to your level. So, for an example, if Mr. Lasson is an executive director, which he is, and he gets me on a $37.95 plan and a $34.95 plan, they're going to pay Mr. Lasson $416 tomorrow. Put it 2 in the chat if you can use $416 in 2 minutes. Put it 2 in the chat for me. If you can learn $416, guys, if you can have $416 in the next 2 to 3 minutes, put it 2 in the chat. If that don't matter to you, you can hang up now. Okay, I'm just being 1,000 with y'all because it's a lot of money to be earned. Right? I mean, a lot of brothers that sit back and say, "I'm good. Congratulations, get a plan." Right? That's how this works. Watch this. Team ORI is the amount of money you earn when your team does something. So if Mr. Lorenzo Lasson is the executive director, watch this. And he gets me on that $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan. He made $416. I said to Mr. Lasson, you know what? I want to be a part of that project. I could use some extra income, an extra 1,000, extra 5,000, extra 50,000. It's up to you. There's no lid on the amount of money you can make here. So I joined the company at $99 one time. That's my investment. I don't know half of the people on here, but I bet you spent $99 this weekend. Watch this, guys. I'm now an associate. Watch this. As an associate, my job is to protect people. My job is to go out here and share the services with people. Listen, when I first got involved, I knew nothing about the information. So I didn't share the information. I got people to the information. I got people to the presentation. I did the invitation. Mr. Latson did the presentation and helped me get some compensation. I'm an associate. I'm brand new. My job is to sit back, earn while I learn. That's my job. I talked to people that were overworked and underpaid, people that were sick and tired of being sick and tired, people that had my last name. I even talked to people that owed me some money. And I simply went to them and said, "Hey, I found the way we can make some extra money on a project. And because I respect your opinion, you got to take a look at what I'm doing." And I was excited about it. I wasn't excited about the money, guys, if I can be honest with you. I was excited about the possibility because I was already working with a gentleman who was doing $83,000 a month. So I knew if he could do it, I could do it because he could teach it. So here I am as an associate. Watch this. As an associate, my mom comes to a presentation. She gets on a $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan. They paid me $80 the next day in my bank account, and I'm a multimillionaire. And I said, they messed up. I was excited about this $80. Why? Because there's somebody working for $10 an hour for 8 hours before taxes to make 80. So I got excited. And so I got really good at getting people in front of the information, not explaining the information. When the computer, watch this, when I told you I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years, guys, watch this. When the computer promoted me to senior associate, this was a big deal because they gave me a 20% raise, which is $100, which don't sound like a lot. But here's what happened. Once they hit senior associate, they said if you hit senior associate within your first 30 days, guys, please do not take 30 days in this company. But if you hit senior associate in your first 30 days because you want to move like a turtle, which is absolutely fine, okay? And you take a fast start training, they're going to pay you a $200 bonus. Now, everyone you get on a $37.95 plan, whether they sign in the business or not, if they just get on a service, they don't have to sign to the company. If they just get on a service to protect their family, $37.95 a month or $49 a month, you get paid a little bit more, right? Or $34.95 a month ID Shield, you're gonna make $100 the following day. So if I did that 5 times a day, 5 times this week, 5 times this month, that's $500. Okay. By the way, if I did that, I would already be a manager. They said if you hit manager within 45 days, they're gonna give you a $500 bonus. Now you're at 132. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm talking about still personal. I'm not talking about team yet. I'm just talking about personal. When Mr. Latson signed me up as an executive director, they paid him $416. I got $37.95, $34.95. The company gave him a website. I went to his website. He took me to the website. He walked me through it. I got my family protected. He got paid $416. Now watch this, guys. Let me show you how to get the manager. Write this down. There's 4 things. Even if you're a guest, write this down. There's 4 things of what I did to get to $500,000 since January. And I'm going to share it with you right now. It's 4 things, maybe 5, but 4 things, okay? The first thing I did was I got people to the business, to the information. And I was told this. This is one of the things I was told. They said the first 4 people to come into your organization, you want those first 4 people to get on services that they need, not what you want them to have. And if their services add up to $300 collectively, you are now a manager. So if I sign up 4 people, and let's just say for an example, 4 people got on a $49.95 plan, that would be $50 times 4. That would be $200. Let's say they got on a $34.95 plan. That would be $35 times 4. Okay, that's $340. 85, 85, 85, 85, 85 times 4 is 340. You're now a manager. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Latson's executive director. I'm an associate. I just got started. I invited people to a presentation. He did the presentation for me. I'm earning while I learn. The first 4 people to join this business could be 10 people, could be 20 people. I'm just fast tracking you guys that's here tonight. I invested $99 to get involved. I got a $37.95 plan. Me personally got a $49, but $37.95 plan, $34.95 plan. So I'm in for what, $175 somewhere like that. I use Visa because it's not my money. It's OPM. That's other people's money. They give you 30 days to pay that back. So I'm an associate. So I'm my first 4 people up. They paid me 80 times 4. That's 320. Now watch this. I'm already a manager. But before I hit manager, the computer has to promote me to senior associate. So they promote me to senior associate. I took my fast start training. They gave me $200 for taking a training and listening to somebody speak for 3 hours. Guys, I listen to people speak for 8 hours and don't get paid no money. So I'm already at 520. 80 plus 4, 320 plus 200 for fast start is 520. By default, I hit manager. That's $500. I'm at $1,020 on a $175 one-time investment. Now, your services you pay every month, obviously. But here's what blew my mind. Watch this. When I made 320, Mr. Latson made 20, 32, 46, 68, 85, 85. He made $336 off of 4 families that I protected, but he never met the families. So he made 336 times 4. He made 416 when he personally signed me in. When I hit senior associate and took a fast start training, they paid me $200. They paid him $500. When I hit manager and made $500, they paid him an additional $1,000. So they paid Mr. Latson for doing a presentation for me, for helping me go manager, about $3,260. But he never met the people that I signed up. What happens when my 4 people go get their 4? Or their 4 people go get their 5? Or those 5 people go get 2? The goal in our company, guys, is to protect families. So the first step, fast start train. Second step, get to manager right now. Who do you know overworked and underpaid, sick and tired of being sick and tired, need more money, owe you some money, who's been complaining about money? Who do you know? Stop prejudging people and get them on a Zoom. We'll do the presentation for you. Number 3, you want to be able to Performance Club qualify. You know how many people work 30 years on a job to get a retirement check, to go on vacation, and then look at me and say they're living their best life? You know when you live your best life? Is when you wake up when you finish sleeping. When every day is the weekend. When you can bless everybody. You can spend $50,000 and you can mess it all up in January and it comes back in February by default. That's when you live your best life. When you pass away from here, but the 50,000 still show up, that's when you're living your best life. Guys, listen, when you make enough money, you should start doing crazy stuff like Lorenzo, jump out of a plane with a parachute. Why not? It's adventurous, right? So we have Performance Club. Performance Club allows you to vacation. You take your significant other with you. You protect 2 to 4 families every single month. We'll show you how to do gas. I don't have videos. I'm not cold calling. I don't have no leads. I know people that 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 need help. That's how this works. I sign up maybe 1, maybe 2 people a month. Some in the business, some just get on the service. I don't get paid when people get in the business. I get paid when I protect the family. McDonald's don't make no money because you walked in. They make money when you buy them French fries. Don't go to McDonald's, by the way. We also have matching bonuses. Pays $200 to $500 every month. That's a big deal. So Mr. Latson can make $200 on his 3rd month as a senior director in our company and above. 20 people on his team, for an example, can be Performance Club. On the 7th of the month, he gonna make 200. His 20 people on his team gonna make 200, and then they're gonna pay him 200 times 20. It's called a matching bonus. My biggest check was $16,000 for the day. Performance Club, guys. It's a big deal. You want to do that every month. It's a long-standing incentive that our company has. Everybody has the day one, but you got to get committed to the consistency, guys. Most people fail in life because they're not consistent. They can't build through adversity. Something happens. Something takes precedence over their business. Not just in leadership, but in all businesses. They're not willing to do the short-term sacrifice for the long-term gain. I told a gentleman today, he said he didn't feel like his business was going the way it's supposed to go. I said, it's always a thing. It's called this too shall pass. It doesn't matter what you're going through right now, guys. This too shall pass. Somebody's situation, they prayed for your situation. But you got to get committed to the consistency. It's going to drive your success. Our team do what we do. They don't do what we say. Right? So get committed, guys. Start part-time. You work from anywhere. You have a willable book of business, so your ending income becomes your family's beginning income. You have a lifetime book of residual income that pays you on the 13th of the month. That's a big deal, 10%. Right? The second year on the 13th, it pays you 20% residual. So it's good to write good business. Get people on the services that they need. I'm not going to get my 20-year-old daughter that doesn't have a husband, who doesn't have a family, family or home. I'm not going to get her the $49 plan. Right? I'm going to get her the $37.95 plan. Right? Because I want her to be able to reap the benefit of the whole plan. I want you guys to get trained. Guys, this is important. 24 to 72 hours. When you get off the Zoom and you get back with the person that invited you out, tell them, register me for Fast Start. I need to get aligned with mentorship. I'm not going to go out here and I'm not going to try to explain something I can't explain. I'm going to create my list, which we call working capital. And I'm going to share that I'm going to open up my launch. Listen, people don't know you're in business unless you tell them you're in business. They don't know you're in business. So go to your friends and family. Hey, I found a way we can make some money on the project I'm working on. I love your opinion. I can't explain it to you. You got to take a look at what we're doing. It's $99 to get in, guys. We pay $24 a month to run a business. Your first month is free, okay? Enroll as a member. Listen, thank you so much, guys, because everything's not for everybody. I learned that years ago. 3% of the population going to make more than 97%, period. My question to you is, do you want to be within the 1 to 3%? Do you want to be there? The average American don't have $1,000 in their bank account. And that's a shame. I get it. I understand. But I don't understand. Because I know we have something that most people need, and some of us just not sharing it fast enough. Success loves speed. Become an associate. If you're a business partner on here, jumpstart your business. If you're a guest on here, take a leap of faith on $99. Don't go to the bar this weekend. I'm not saying that to those that don't drink, right? I'm just saying if you happen to take a cocktail every now and then, don't go to the cocktail bar this weekend, right? Let's have a bourbon in Saint-Tropez. Let's have a bourbon in Dubai. Let's have a bourbon over in Paris, right? It's a different taste. Trust me, guys. Become an associate, get trained, and get promoted. Listen, it's always a pleasure, man, to be able to share with you all what you share with me. I know that we're going to create millionaires on this team. The attitude got to come before the paycheck. We have an unbelievable team. If you guys don't know, we have a website called TNV4life.com. Please go visit at TNV4life.com. We also, as Mr. Latson shared with you guys, we have our regional event here in Maryland. It's already sold out, but you can get here Friday. We're going to have a launch, right? We're going to have what we call our briefing. We're going to have our briefing here Friday. So if you get here before 4 o'clock, I would say before 3 o'clock when registration opens, we still have some tickets available which you can purchase at the door. So please, guys, make sure that you're here. Make sure you're here on time. So God bless you guys. Take care. Take charge. We'll see you over the top. God bless you guys. Have an awesome evening. Take care.
God bless you.
Awesome. Wonderful job.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wynn.
Recording